the property, Anthony Saud, was paid in installments. Now, the date of the payment. Mr. Anthony Saud was paid $3.5 million for the hotel in 2 installments. The report specified $2 million on February 27, 2004. Giselle Yaji, she became the advisor to the president on January 20, 2003. Remember, after that, the following year, and a payment was made. Because these kind of negotiations, it doesn't take 2 months or 3 months. It takes time. And if banks are giving you money, it could take 8 to 9 months. In the time of a year, advisor to the finance minister, that is when she activated that money. And she activated it through the finance minister, Osaf Malfo, instructing the banks to provide the money for Kuffour's son's hotel, which technically belongs to Kuffour. Then 1.5 million on August 30th, 2004. So 2 installments were made. This is the time when J.J. Rollins, no pay $20,000, no unyebi. But I'm sure I did about Giselle. You see, time I said Giselle Baba in August to testify, something interesting happened. Giselle Yazi fires back at Kuffour. My minister started to Okasa. Because I realize say Kuffour na to hotel no and na oma di bone and na o kire say bi ono maame no enipa bone ni abra one papa na atwe mpena wahia ne babo ene ono ane bedroom and na discussing hotel no transactions na afi maame started say Okasa. Joy News published the story 11th of August 2009. Remember, she was supposed to be in Ghana on the 9th of August or 19th, something like that, right? Now she started talking. But me read the story being show her. We are joining a published story way. Giselle Yazi, the woman who claimed to have had an affair with former President Kuffour, has fired back at the ex-president, insisting that Mr. Kuffour fathered her set of twins during his term of office. Giselle Yazi, a self-confessed paramour of ex-president Kuffour, made headlines in 2005 when in August 2010, when he emphatically denied the long-standing allegation by Ms. Yazi, and I quote Kuffour, "How many years now since the allegations were made? Why haven't they brought the children? And if they were my children, I will go for them. I tell you, I will beg permission from my wife. Admit I have twins in America or so. I am going to bring them because they are my blood." That Kuffour had twins, I didn't consider as a criminal act. Now I quote Kuffour, the former president said. However, in an interview with Accra-based Radio Gold on Wednesday, August 11, the Iraqi-American citizen, that is the woman, Yazi, the Iraqi-American citizen hit back at the ex-president, insisting that she had 2 sons with Mr. Kuffour, and I quote, "He is a very promiscuous man. He is very promiscuous." What you say? My minister Kuffour ye jantreni. Because you are promiscuous, it means we are jantreni. He's a very promiscuous man. For example, I knew that he had a relationship with some woman who worked with him. He did it every day. I think the only woman who did not have a relationship with him was his wife, because she was too old for him. End of quote. Or say Kuffour ye jantreni. Say Kuffour kase onini ni ba. Na Kuffour ti Ghana keka se ono anka no kra. Kuffour ye jantreni. Na onimo ba bi kra Kuffour ni ye adwuma na Kuffour ne da. Nipa sebio Kuffour de na anya sa anyoma ne yire efri se Kuffour ka kire ono Giselle ne se ne yire ya abrewa. Joy and a publisher here. I'm trying to link it to the woman's role in Kuffour's life. I am not making these things up. These are things you know, I'm from Besomo Bekachirobia. Make sure. Now, this is the picture. This is Kuffour I'm talking to you about. So, Mami Wei, at a point, wanted to come to Ghana. And what happened was that, Mami read the rest of the story. Mami Nikos was saying, Mr. Kuffour's promiscuous habit even forced his wife, Theresa, to ask for divorce some time ago. Ose Kuffour jantra no, Emma ne yire sebio, may her soul rest in peace. Eka che Kuffour so peso jaware. These are not my words. These are the words of Giselle Yadi. Kuffour, President Kuffour no, oba on the chimpena, neba Chief Kuffour from the Shraj report, eko to on the papa demni di hotel no komono, and all kind of numasem. Almost a banana for any chim impana on in the age you friend gifty. I mean, name the second name. Now, Mr. Kuffour's promiscuous habits even forced his wife, Theresa, to ask for divorce some time ago. She denied ever having any business dealing with former finance minister Osafo Marfo on the Hotel Kuffour saga. Although she alleged that the former Oda MP knew about her pregnancy for Mr. Kuffour. Asked whether she would send pictures of the sons, the twins, she responded viciously that she didn't trust the former president and never trusted him. What was I to say? Now, Omano, Odombaba, also on Jikufundi. Kuffour, and the workers da. Udmobako and ordinary Jumon and da. Ne yere kra at the point kaso oja Kuffour. Or se Kuffour ye nipebia, or ye nipebia on kanokra. Or see, there was an MP, a former MP, I know Kuffour bainmu, or ye oda MP, onim about Nin Sani and Korana or woman. But you see, the reason why Kweku Baako released sad document to it was because he wanted to prove to Ghana for say the hotel purchasing of the hotel no Kuffour was innocent. But he forgot to know, say, in the investigations, there were things people said that actually Jimmy and I want to mean connected to Kuffour. Because you see, when you get the report and you read the conclusion, this is the conclusion, Shraj Edeba, and you read the conclusion, this is what it says. Let me read it, show. And this was what Kweku Baako was trying to do. He did not take his time to read the document. Conclusion. At this time, the evidence available to the commission does not support the allegation of corruption and conflict of interest against the president. Specifically, there is no evidence before the commission to substantiate the allegations. So basically, the woman, your friend Anna Bossman, on an air control investigations, later Kuffour made her an ambassador. No? This is her final report, or Troy say. Before the final report, Babano, who anything that connects Kuffour to the hotel. Now you say Kuffour Kwasia. Why do you think he made his son come to meet the woman in his bedroom? Why do you think he made the woman and his son meet the owner of the hotel at La Palm Beach? Why do you think he made his son and the woman meet the man at the man's residence? Why do you think J.A. Kuffour made sure the woman was and paid the charge report? Why do you think Kuffour made the woman the advisor to the finance minister? The reason was that na Kuffour himself obey advisor to the finance minister. She can use that power to instruct Osafo Marfo to tell all these banks which were under the government of Ghana to submit the money. So Kuffour did not want to directly influence the purchasing, but he wanted to use people like Giselle, who he was dating, and his son, who he trusted, to be the front of this deal. That is why he sat back, gave Giselle an illegal position, and made her lead the son through the process. Because Kuffour even making this woman an advisor to our finance minister is criminal. It's treasonous. It is dangerous. It makes him one of the most corrupt presidents in the history of the Republic of Ghana. And I didn't say the woman was made an advisor to the finance minister. It is the report that Kweku Baako published. It's in there. That is what Shraj came and brought out. That is during the interrogation. I didn't make the woman advisor to the finance minister. What will make Kuffour, dear Lebema Kuffour's son, girlfriend, an advisor to the finance minister? Because he didn't want any what we call traces. Total deniability, 100%. That is what he was doing. So he will use a foreigner to lead the transactions, and at the end of the day, when the transactions are done, the son will carry it legitimately because he has a company registered in Ghana. That he will sit back and say no conflict of interest. But remember, the first time the son met the woman who was in charge of this negotiation was in Kuffour's bedroom. At a point, the woman, in fact, at a point, Kuffour's son, the owner of the hotel, and the owner of hotel's father-in-law said they didn't know who the woman represented. You know what they were doing? The reason why they all gave conflicting answers was because they wanted to shield Kuffour.